Let me do. Whoa. Ooh. Hey, everybody. Ooh. All right. Okay. Oh. All righty. It's Monday. How is everybody? Ooh. Goodness, y'all. Talking about getting it together. Let me move. Let me rearrange myself a little bit. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay. What's up, everybody? What's going on? I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Hold on. I'm trying something new here. I'm broadcasting from my YouTube live. So I wanted to make sure that it was working right. Hey, Miss Aura. Hey, Jay. All right. So let me get my stuff up that I said I was going to be talking to y'all about tonight. So 1 second. Y'all not going to bring my notes. I hope everybody is doing good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. A wonderful start to your week. At least I hope. All right. So, hey, Monty Bishop. Hey, Nicola. So first thing first, I wanted to, and it's weird. I'm not seeing any. Okay, so I do see somebody from YouTube on here. So hey, my YouTube person, it doesn't say who you are. Trying something different. So bear with me, y'all. Okay, so first, let me get the first thing first. I told a lot of y'all to make sure that y'all pay attention to. Is a grant. This is a grant for anybody that lives in Brevard County. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are probably, a lot of my viewers are not from there, but for those of you that are, damn, I'm trying to get this phone out of the way. For those of you that are, I'm going to tell you about this grant. And this is actually going to be something that a lot of you guys are going to see in your area because a lot of schools in the area did apply for the SBA Navigator grant. So I don't know if you guys remember me talking about the SBA Navigator grant, but the SBA Navigator grant is now, they've already picked out their recipients. And now it is time for schools or local nonprofits in your area to put out information that they are trying to help small and minority businesses. If you are somebody that is in Florida, please know that this is also happening in the state of Florida, not just in this county. So if you guys are watching and you're from Brevard County, there is one for cocoa. Okay, it's a $10,000 grant, but then there is another program in the state of Florida. All right. So first, let me say, if you have not watched or paid attention or any of these things to me before, please like, subscribe, share the video, tag somebody. I appreciate you guys very much. Y'all know I spend all my time looking up information just to bring it back to you guys. Okay. So the Florida is having an SSBCI grant. It stands for small something, okay, but it's basically it's a small business initiative, some type of credit that they got from Department of Treasury, and Department of Treasury sent a lot of states money. They sent each state probably about like $5 to $10 million to put out into nonprofits and other companies or universities, whoever that is, to help with small businesses. Okay. So you will see this more than just Florida. You will see this also in your state as well, because every state got the money. I talked to y'all about it last year. Okay. Now, For the one that is taking place in Cocoa, yes, Miss Aura, there is one from Miami. Is anybody watching in from Miami? You can go to miamidade.gov. There is a minority mom and pop program going on right now for $10,000. They are doing this, guys. Okay. Now, this is why I always be telling y'all, you got to have a business associated with you, whether you are working that business or not. Why? Because nobody gives people money, but they do give businesses money. So if you want in, you are going to need to go get your EIN, and you're going to go and need to set that business up. Now, if you need help with doing that, holler at your girl. I will take care of you. But you definitely got to do it if you want some money, okay? Because I can tell you right now, state of Florida is kicking out money. And I was looking through my news, I looked through news and I typed in grant, and it's a lot of states giving out money, but you can't get it if you don't have a business, y'all. Okay. So if you're in Cocoa and you or Brevard County, basically this $10,000 forgivable grant, what they're going to do is they're going to have you guys apply, and you will apply. You will go through a question and answer session. This is just for Brevard County, okay? You would do a question and answer session. They are going to only select 5 people, okay? So I know everybody's excited, and a lot of y'all probably haven't read about it, but they're only going to select 5 people for this grant. After you're selected, you will go through a 24-week training program where they basically will train you from the soup to, nuts to bolts, to tell you how to set up a business, your taxes, the whole nine. And get you ready to set up, your business. Then what happens is you go into an agreement with the city, the city, because there's 2 locations that you can be put. Okay, so you 5 business owners, you get your pick. Okay, or actually they're probably going to pick you should go based off of the type of business that you do. They're going to have you sign an agreement. You're going to have everything paid for. Okay. But you have to stay in your location for 3 years. Okay. You stay in your location for 3 years. You don't miss any rent. You abide by the agreement. I read the agreement yesterday. It is online, and it's forgivable. Okay. So it's a forgivable grant, but you have to be willing to set your business up in one of the 2 locations. Okay. And one of them is, in an area of Cocoa, but the other area is downtown Cocoa. Okay. So, and with this, they're supposed to work with you on the rent, and all of this is supposed to help small and minority-owned businesses. I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys are even interested in doing any one of these programs with anybody, you need to make sure that you have your stuff together, okay? Because remember, you're going to get interviewed by a panel of people, and if you don't know nothing about your business, if you can't tell them what your plans are or what you're doing, you ain't getting no money, okay? So y'all know I always tell y'all, if y'all gonna lie, y'all better lie well, okay? So this is the time to get your story together so that you can go out here and get this money that they are giving you guys, okay? So let me see if anybody's asking any questions. Hey, Starlight, and hey, Mary Jane Agency. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Okay. All right, so it says, so why are they doing us like that who filed for kids? All right, Simone, so let's get into it. I know y'all want to talk about taxes anyway. So this is nothing new, Simone. Surprisingly, a lot of people forget that there is a PATH Act, P-A-T-H. I forgot what it stands for, but basically it is the IRS saying we need to verify that these are your kids before we pay y'all any money. So if you did not know, nobody who has children, anyone who has claimed the child tax credit, the earned income tax credit for dependents, then you have to wait until February 15th to get your money. That has always been going on, and it's always going to be going on. Hey, Lisa Hernandez. Okay. So basically we just been talking about grants, and we're talking about taxes right now. So if you file with children, yes, you have to wait on the PATH Act. There's nothing new. It's always been going on. Now you will see some people will get their tax refunds in February with kids before the PATH Act. So don't say I'm a lie when somebody posts on Facebook and say, I got my check on the 5th and I got kids. The IRS always lets some people through, but the majority of you will not get your money until after that time. Not gonna change. I'm sorry, Simone, but I know a lot of people didn't know that, okay, or forgot, okay. Let me see what else I want to tell y'all about taxes. Man, I'm telling you, I've been getting some phone calls. So if y'all been paying attention to my story, y'all know I've been trying to keep y'all up to date on everything that's been going on, the questions that people have been asking me. And remember, a lot of y'all have been asking, what do I do when I have missed forms in my taxes? If you got missed forms, go ahead on and get your refund and amend your taxes later. Please do not amend them now. Okay, you will find yourself in a world of hurt, and then you're gonna be mad saying, I haven't gotten my money and y'all need your money. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so I also put out in my story yesterday that there has been studies. Now I've been saying this. The IRS, it says statistics have shown that the IRS, they audit African Americans 2.9% more times than other people. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. I'm saying all that to say is we want to make sure that y'all filing y'all documents. So a lot of y'all coming in my inbox saying, I got this. You think they looking? Do you think they looking? Don't ask me. Do you think they looking? If you concerned about the IRS looking, then maybe you should file that document, sis. Okay. So remember, don't do it until after you get your refund. But if you think that you should file something, do it. There are people that are coming in. I'm going to get y'all questions in a second. As a lot of y'all been coming to me and y'all been getting these 1099-Cs. Have y'all noticed that a lot of y'all creditors have been giving y'all credit documents and y'all haven't even settled the debt? Some of y'all haven't even paid these people and they still sending y'all 1099-Cs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Starlight said, hey, Nicole, okay, Nicola, you on here too? Hey, girl. Should one become a VITA tax preparer or H&R Blocks tax preparer? So Starlight wants to know, should you become a VITA tax preparer? And if you don't know what a VITA tax preparer is, that is for to do the free taxes for the elderly, or H&R Block tax preparer. My question to you would be, do you want to be paid or not? Sometimes being a VITA tax preparer, you may not get paid. It depends on if the company that is hiring you to do the free taxes has grant money. Okay, if they don't, then you would just be working for free. I don't mind doing it. I've done taxes for the elderly for the past couple of years, and I love it. It's very rewarding to me, and they don't have to pay me a dime. I just want to hear their stories. Okay. You learn a lot from older people. All right. So, but you have to do which one that you feel is most comfortable for you, Starlight. Okay. Now, to go back to what y'all was saying, to what I was saying about the 1099-Cs. If you have an outstanding debt, okay, you don't have to pay it if you don't choose to. Now, if y'all can go to my YouTube, I got videos that say if you got debt, you don't got to pay it, especially if it belongs to a debt collector. But that doesn't stop the original creditor from saying, this person ain't never going to pay us. We just going to write this debt off and send them a 1099-C. So you are going to find, if you're getting a 1099-Cs and you never settled a debt, it's because they have written your debt off in the books. And now they want you to pay for what you did not pay. Okay. So if you didn't pay them, they want you to take that 1099-C and put it on your taxes. And now it be counted as income. And then you pay taxes on that money that was now written off. Okay. So if you got them, that is what you're getting them for. All right. So it says, so it is after the 15th. Yes. So it's after the 15th if you have children. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Jersey Shore here. Woo, woo. Oh, so it says, do you do one-on-one grant info? Absolutely. If you guys have questions about grants, you can definitely bring them to me. We can do grant. I can look at grants and I can look at contracts. I like to do them one-on-one because I don't know where everybody's level is of understanding when we're talking about things. I don't prefer to go through grants for you guys. That is not something that I'm interested in doing. I prefer you find a grant that you think you can fit and then let me know, and then I can apply for you. So for example, for these people who want to apply for this grant with Upstart and Coco, the one is for $10,000. I looked at the application. It's not that difficult, but some people may not be, may not feel comfortable filling it out. If that is you, holla at your girl. I'll take care of you. Okay. All right. Let's keep on. Let's see. You're welcome, Simone. Okay. Aura says, my son is in college and was told because of his scholarship and grants, he is not eligible for a 1098-T. We did not pay anything out of pocket or loans. Is that correct? That's okay. Y'all hear my dog. All right. So yes, that is true. If your son got scholarships and grants, a lot of times they're not going to give you a 1098-T. that's okay. Basically, when you get the 1098-T, that is a tuition form, you get that to get some of your money back that you did pay out of pocket. Okay. And if you do have a 1098-T, y'all need to stop missing on filing them. At least the first 2 years for what is it, freshman and sophomore. If your person went at least half time, they get $1,000 back from the American Opportunity Credit. So I had one person was ready to file her taxes, and I'm like, wait a minute, ain't your son in college? And we waited until they got back, and now her tax return has increased by $1,000. She's welcome, okay? But I'm just letting y'all know, if you don't, so they're right, Miss Aura. If you got if you got scholarships and grants, they usually won't give you one because they're thinking, why should we give you $1,000 back and you didn't even pay anything out of pocket? That's how they think it. They won't tell you that, but I am, okay? Christine says, how do we get the 1095-A? All right, the 1095-A, if you guys don't know, that is your medical form. A lot of y'all probably did not get it. Let me tell you this. If you did not use Obamacare, you don't need it, okay? If you did use Obamacare, I hate to call it that, but if you went through healthcare.gov and you did not get one, all you got to do is call them and they will not send you another one. Okay. It is crazy, but this is what you do. You call them and you ask them to give you your numbers, Christine. So for you guys who go to your tax person, because a lot of y'all probably got y'all taxes rejected because y'all did not put that y'all got any health, and y'all didn't tell the truth about your health insurance. So if that is you and you don't have that 1095 form, and y'all please hit the like and all that good stuff too. I've been noticing, I've been slipping on that. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and all that. But if you need to get it, call them and ask them to give you the numbers in columns A, B, and C. Okay, those are the only numbers you need to give to your tax person. Tell them you need the numbers that are in A, B, and C. And then they'll give you the whole month from January all the way to December. And you write those numbers down and give that to your tax preparer. Because if you don't put that in, y'all are going to be, your tax is going to be rejected. The IRS automatically does. They do not play about that premium tax credit. All right. Let's see what you're saying over here. Starlet says, which is better to start when you start your own business? My daughter got, okay. So, VITA is not what you want to start if you want to start your own business because you're not getting paid. H&R and Block. If you want to start your own business, you're working for H&R and Block, so you're still not starting your own business. If you are interested in learning how to do taxes, holla at your girl. Y'all know I do have my little tax academy where I do give you your software, teach you how to deal with these customers, get you some customers, and learn how to do the software, okay? And I can get you in with the VITA if you're interested, but I don't recommend anybody go if you don't know how to do it, and I wouldn't start with VITA starting your own business, okay? Let me see what else. Starlight says, my daughter got a scholarship in 1098-T. My daughter, yeah. So see, she got a 1098-T, and that's what's weird. So I've seen people. Let me say this to y'all, and I'll get back to you guys on TikTok. There have been some people that I've seen, they have got scholarships and grants, and they still got a 1098-T. If you look on the form, there is a box where you can put how much you got for scholarships and grants. So your school doesn't have to give you one, or they can. Okay. Just know if you pay it out of pocket, you need to have one. All right. Let me see. They got their share of looking. I know that's okay. Let me see what else y'all saying. Hey, Zoe Barbie. It says, okay. I know it. I know people are hurting. I know it. People is hurting. You can't file. You cannot file. Let's see. She says, my biggest problem right now. That's right. You cannot file without that 1095. Call healthcare.gov. Ask them for the information in columns A, B, and C, and they will give them to you. Write it down and give it to your tax preparer. I'm telling you, the IRS ain't playing with that premium tax credit at all. She says, I'm so frustrated. I called the number. My tax preparer told me to, and they said they don't see anything on file, but my tax preparer is saying he can't move forward. So if they're telling you that, which is weird that they're saying that they don't see anything, then ask them for those numbers in the column. Because if it's by your social, it should be there. And if there's a rejection from the IRS, it should also show that you had insurance. If you did not have insurance, then maybe your employer did something wrong and they may need to go and correct it because maybe you did not have it and maybe you thought you did. I'm not sure. I will have to see what your situation is. Okay. All right, I'll get you the number. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Dwight. All right, let me keep going. Let's see. Ask to speak. That's right. Ask to speak to a supervisor. I'm with you on that one. I'm telling they ain't gonna tell me that it's not. I need my taxes. I need my money. So I'm gonna need y'all to tell me. So hold on. Let me get this number for healthcare.gov so you guys can contact them so y'all can get this, because this is a big thing every year. It's so crazy that they don't have a better way. They should have something that you guys can log in. So give me a second. Y'all know I'll be looking this up. All right. So somebody on TikTok, please. Somebody on YouTube, write this. I'll type, put this in for somebody. All right. So the number is 800-318. I'm putting it in here on Facebook. 318-2596. So 800-318-2596. That is the number to healthcare.gov. All you got to do is tell them you need your information from your 1095 columns A, B, and C. Okay, don't forget that. Okay. All right. It says, it says, do you have a tax person to recommend? Me, I'm the tax person. I recommend myself. Let me tell you, I have not stopped doing taxes with y'all. And let me give y'all a shout out too. Man, some of y'all I have never met. Y'all tell me y'all watch me, and I appreciate y'all support so very much. I hope that you guys are enjoying this virtual experience. This is basically how it's going to be anyway. That y'all know at any time y'all can pick up the phone and call, but y'all, we've been texting, we get it done, we send screenshots, whatever we got to do, but y'all have been getting y'all taxes, y'all have been getting y'all advances, and everything's been going off without a hitch. So I appreciate all of y'all for doing that. And if you guys want to do your taxes, you can hit the link. It's in all the bios. All right. And I will definitely take care of you. Okay. Let's see. Are people with 2 people really getting over 9,000 back? No. First, let me tell y'all something. When it comes to tax season, this is all about marketing. People are going to lie and tell you they can get you all kind of stuff back to get your business, because they know that once you come in their office and you fill out the stuff on the paperwork, you ain't going to want to do it twice. The IRS taught me that. That's the biggest game out there. Get somebody in your space, have them fill out all the work, and see if they don't go to somebody else. They won't. Now, some people will, but not even 9 times, 7 times out of 10, they're going to stay because they don't want to double work. So you got to remember that when you see these numbers for earned income tax credit and all this, we can get you back, it is to get you in the door. If you want to know the numbers, you can look them up yourself. The IRS posts the earned income tax credit limits every year. It is only $3,000 and some dollars per child. Need I look it up? I will. Okay. It is not what they are saying. So there's no way you can get $9,000 with 2 children. It's impossible. Okay. Especially with earned income credit only being $3,000 and something per child. So hold on now. Okay. Look at this. It says the earned income tax credit is $7,430 for qualifying taxpayers who have 3 or more children. Okay. So I don't know where they get 9,000 with 2. So I don't even know where they're getting that from. So that's obviously wrong. Now, yes, you could say when you add in child tax credit and all that, but this is just 3 kids. Okay, so I don't know how we're gonna get 9,000 with 2. So please don't believe the hype all the time, and y'all need to look at your tax forms. All right, this is a true story. 2 people have told me that they have gotten back tax refunds that were $15,000-$17,000 this year. And I'm thinking, well, what in the hell are they doing? Because these are young people, like under 25. There's no reason they should be getting something back. They don't really have that many kids, okay? So you need to look at your tax forms and see what they putting in. I know y'all be happy to get them high numbers back, but y'all need to be worried about who's going to send you that letter in the mail later on in the year saying something's not looking right. And that is exactly what's going to happen, which leads me to the next point. But let me get to y'all questions, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I brought that up, okay? All right, let me see. Let me tell y'all. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate it. Thank you too, Miss Linda. Ms. Linda says that she likes watching me. I'm a blessing. Thank you. That's exactly what I want to be, is a blessing to other people. Thank you very much. Hey, Momo. Okay. It says, why IRS is saying do not file your federal yet. The IRS is telling people not to file their federal yet because they want to make sure that you have all your forms in. By now, the majority of your forms should be in. The only people that I've heard missing in it, well, the only forms I've heard people say are missing are the 1095As and the 1098Ts. Those are usually the ones that are late. W-2s and all those are usually on time. Everything else is usually late. So I would say February is usually the time that I would tell everybody to file, because everything has had a chance to trickle in. If they were going to make any changes to anything, it would have been done by now. Plus, the software usually has worked out any kinks. That usually happens in the beginning of tax season. Y'all go to TurboTax and H&R Block, and then y'all go to y'all tax preparer, and y'all wondering why the numbers are different. Lots of time it's because the software has kinks in it, because the IRS doesn't change. The IRS is just like how my mama say the Bible is, okay, or Jesus is. He don't change. It stays the same, and everybody else changes around it, okay? Same thing with your taxes. IRS ain't changing. That if they say $7,436 is the earned income credit for 3 kids, that's not changing because they wrote it, okay? Now, anybody else can put information in the system to make the numbers different, but the IRS ain't different. So please don't just run the H&R Block and TurboTax because you think it's going to get you more money. And it may. But who you going to call when that letter from IRS is? Because I promise you, TurboTax ain't taking your call. And if they help you, you got to pay. Because I know you did not select audit protection. Okay, let me move on. All right, let me see what it says. It says, see, I'm telling you, they be lying. It says, do they have a business? A lot of people do have businesses, but they still be lying about those taxes. All right. Let me see. And healthcare.gov still should be open. And y'all know y'all could go get y'all 1095 out your transcript from the IRS, but you may not be able to read it that well. Rhonda says, hi, lady. I came on the end of the insurance info 1095A. Do I need the numbers from it if I don't itemize? You need the numbers only from your health insurance form if you were on Obamacare. If you were not on it, don't worry about it. But if you did use the insurance and you did not take insurance from your job, then you absolutely need information from columns A, B, and C. Okay? Hey, Shauna Gale. All right, let me see. Thank y'all. Please reach out. Okay, it says, what if your spouse was sick all year with medical bills and treatments? Is there a special? So I already know what you're probably going to ask, but if somebody's out and they're sick, the only time you get any money for your bills, your credit for medical bills, is it has to meet a certain percentage of your income. And you would have to look, everything in the IRS, you got to look it up. Okay. There's never just a one place to go find an answer. But in order to get any money, is your medical bills have to meet a certain percentage of your income. And if it doesn't, you won't. But if it does, you get money back. That's why so many of y'all get mad when we put in your stuff for your children that are in school, that 2241, that child independent care credit form. When you don't get anything, you get mad. And you're going, well, I paid tuition for my child. Yes, but you didn't meet the minimum. Okay, and if you didn't meet it, then you can't get any extra money. Unfortunately, that's just how that works. So I hope your wife gets better, but you can try to put it in. But if it doesn't budge, it doesn't give you any more money, it's because it did not meet that percentage. Okay. All right. So let me tell y'all something that y'all did not know. I'm telling the IRS be doing all kind of stuff behind our back. Now, somebody asked me, do y'all think the IRS is looking? And I would say abso-freaking-lutely yes. And why? Because the IRS just awarded someone a contract in September last year. And y'all ain't even going to believe for how much money this contract is for. I just want somebody to just throw out a guess. Can somebody just put a number? What y'all think this contract, how much y'all think this contract was for? Okay. I mean, I almost fell out my seat. Now, that should tell y'all to go high. All right. So y'all tell me what y'all think while I pull this up so I can give y'all the info. Okay. Okay, I'm on the Obama plan. Are there benefits or credits if I don't itemize? If you don't itemize, you don't get nothing. Remember, itemization is what businesses do. And who always gets the love? Businesses. Who doesn't get the love? People. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Look, $74,000. I wish. A 7202 is over, Toya. You can't file those anymore. Nope, not even 5 million, not even 1 million. Close, Starlight. Starlight, you were close. Let me tell y'all, they just awarded a cyber security, not even a cyber security contract. It is basically for a company to get all in our business. They paid them $99 million. It's a $99 million contract. I couldn't believe it. First of all, that's ridiculous. I'm bringing it up now. So y'all hold on. I'm bringing it up. But this company is called Palantir. Okay. And their job is to, this is what it says. Their job is to pursue tax cheaters by connecting the dots in millions of tax filings, bank transactions, photo records, and even social media posts. Did y'all just hear them 4 things? Did y'all just hear them 4 things I just said? I've been telling y'all, okay, I tell myself this too. They are doing just like this at everything we do. You heard me, Miss Nicola, $99 freaking million for over, it's over 7 years, but still that's ridiculous. So you mean to tell me that they're going to catch you cheating on your taxes by what you post on your social media? Or are they going to catch you cheating on your taxes because your tax preparer, Ms. Living Below, said that they can get you back $9,000? And now this company, Palantir, is saying, ooh, IRS, somebody over here saying they can get people $9,000, investigate them. And then guess what happens? They then go through that person and look at all the people they filed. They can absolutely do it. Why? Because it's on your tax papers. Y'all probably haven't even looked. Their P10 is on there, which says who did the taxes. And the EIN is on there to say which company did the taxes. So for those who are lying, saying that they can get $9,000, they need to be just as careful as everybody else who's letting them lie. Okay? So I don't say this to scare nobody, but when I saw it, I couldn't believe that they're going to be looking at your photo records. Photo records. Where'd that come from? Your social media. Isn't that crazy? So you can't even ball out. Now imagine they did this when the PPP was out. Imagine how many people would have went to jail then. How many people were riding out on social media and on these posts in cars, riding out with this unemployment benefits. Okay, this is what they're doing, and if I don't talk about nothing else, I always talk about our civil rights, because they are absolutely being infringed upon in every single way because they want your money. So you have to be wise, and y'all need to tell y'all kids too, because they young and dumb and doing all kind of stuff and posting all kind of stuff, not knowing somebody looking. Now, we all been knowing Big Brother looking, but I'm telling you, Big Brother just got paid $99 million to look, okay? So that means they're going to look at your tax filing. They're going to compare that with your bank records. Didn't I tell y'all they're looking at the $600? So if you are getting money for somebody on your Cash App and you're not supposed to be getting money, you need to stop. If you are sending money to somebody and you are not putting in the memo what you're sending money for, you need to stop. If you're going to send money to somebody, put in the memo what it's for, so that you have the ability to argue what that amount is for in the event it comes back up later. And I promise you, $99 million, it will. Okay? It's going to come up. How many of y'all went and used, most of everybody uses Cash App. Cash App just sent you guys your bank document for the month of January. I promise you, go on there and look on your Cash App document. And look, it will tell you how much money went in and out of the account for the month. So a lot of people are over $600. And if you are over $600, it's been reported. It's been reported long time ago, but they're definitely counting it now because they have to. Okay. So y'all need to please be mindful. I don't talk to a lot of y'all. Y'all on Social Security, getting money in your Cash App and you ain't supposed to. Y'all are look, putting money in your Cash App for somebody else because they messed up their Cash App. You can get 2 Cash Apps. Cash App allow you to get 2. Okay, so tell them to go get their own. So we can't be hooking people up and helping them out no more. Not like we used to, because for $99 million, they're going to be looking, I'm going to say it again, at your tax filing, your bank transactions, your photo records, Snapchat, okay, y'all stories, even though they stand for 24 hours, there's somebody taking a picture of all that. It doesn't go anywhere, y'all. And your social media posts. And if y'all watch me when I talk about Clear, the same people that y'all pay the $80 so y'all can skip the line at the airport, that same company does the same thing Palantir does. And guess what? If y'all don't think they all work together, you crazy. They do. It is called data analytics, and they are getting everything about you and compiling everything together, and they are basically making a decision on who you are before they even meet you. They do that with your credit. They do that with the pharmacy drugs you guys use. They're now doing it with your money and your taxes. They do it with law enforcement, background checks. So this is another reason why y'all need to file taxes. Y'all remember how I always tell you guys, make sure that if you can pull a report, because they have lots of reports on you guys, y'all should pull them so you can review them. Palantir is now going to be coordinating stuff on us, but we probably can't pull that report. But what you can do is you can make sure your taxes are right by going into irs.gov in your account and making sure that you file everything you're supposed to. Because if you don't, you're already wrong. And they got proof that you should have. Okay? So let me see what y'all saying. Aura says, I have an investment with Acorn since 2019. They have always sent me the 1099, but never file it. Should I file all now from 2019 or just last year? Miss Aura, you have to do what you choose to do, but I would tell you what the IRS would tell you to do. The IRS would say that if you did not file them, you should go back and file them and amend your taxes. Usually what I would do to make the determination, if it's only a little bit of money, I'm not amending my taxes. I'll just let them catch me and I just got to pay. That's what I would do. But if it's thousands, you might want to, because they probably might catch you, especially now that they're hiring more people to look, and now they got an electronic monitoring that's going to do it whether a person does it or not. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Okay, what should we put in the memo? All right, put in the memo for rent. No, don't say for rent. Don't say for rent. Don't say that. Just say my half of whatever. Okay, my half of the electric, my half of the water bill. Okay, because if you say for rent, then the other person is going to have to report all those rent payments. Parents, listen to what I'm saying, because a lot of y'all send y'all child support that way. A lot of y'all send rent that way, and you can't put rent because if these are adults and you're paying rent, then somebody should be reporting rent, because rent is an income. So don't put rent. Okay, make sure you don't do that. People, I'm telling you, people better stop posting. Somebody told me the other day, girl, why you don't post no more? Man, I done told enough of my business on Facebook. I ain't posting nothing unless it's in my story. And that's only information for you guys, because now I see what they're doing. And I know they already done built a profile on me. My name's Shamika. Okay. So imagine what some of y'all got who have records. Imagine some of y'all who have changed your name. Women who have been divorced and got married. If you change your name from being married in the Clear system, that's a red flag. And now that's crazy to me, but it's a red flag, especially if you've changed your name a lot, which means you've been divorced and married a lot, which means you could be a high risk, which is crazy, but that's how they look at us, y'all. Okay. Let's see. What you mean? What person is homeless, Dwight? It says, Stacy, way too many. I'm telling you, it's so many big brothers, but this is why we need to be informed, and we need to make sure we do our part, because you don't want somebody telling your story about you better than you can. How many people y'all know have been to jail and have not even removed their mugshots from online? I don't even understand it. There's laws out that says that they have to remove them if it's not from the arresting agency. But people got their picture on 17 websites. Not me. I'm definitely taking. I wouldn't give somebody any more of my business than I have to. And unfortunately, it took me to my 40s to get to know that. But now is the time. This is the time to be quiet, move in silence, do what you got to do, and mind your business, because somebody else is minding it for you. I can bet you $99 million they are. All right. All right. Zoe says, I was going to say, I'm way over $600 a month. I move maybe $6K a month out of Cash App without putting anything in. So that means, yes, you will have to pay taxes on it starting next year. Starting in 2023, you will have to pay cash money on your Cash App transactions. They are going to send you a 1099. No different than PayPal going to do. No different than Zelle is going to do. See, they stopped it this year because it was too much confusion. Nobody knew. But now they're going to do it. And yes, Ms. Linda, I think that is the plan. They want to audit everyone. And they don't really want to audit everyone. They just want everybody. They want poor people to pay what the rich people are not paying, basically. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all, we are $31 trillion in debt. It don't matter how much they tax the poor people. It ain't going to be enough. Okay. Which leads me to, and I don't encourage anybody to do anything, but I would strongly suggest that some of y'all get into learning about cryptocurrency, because I strongly believe that our dollar will not hold its value because we are in so much debt. And who wants to pay taxes? Even the person that made $2,000 for the year don't even want to pay damn taxes, let alone the person that made $2 billion. Okay. So if nobody wants to pay and we keep spending, what's going to happen? Eventually something's got to give, which is why I tell y'all, when y'all are in debt like y'all are, don't be feeling bad. The country in debt too. File bankruptcy. That's what they don't pay their bills. Why should you pay yours? Sorry. I'm just saying. I mean, when don't they say follow the leader? These are our leaders paying their bills. So why should you be stressed about paying yours? All right. Okay, let me see what else y'all saying over here. And y'all know it's Dwight, keep me straight. It says, Liz says, is it better if I had a household with dependent or single with dependent? You cannot file single with dependent. There is no such thing. If you file single with dependent, that means somebody made a mistake on your taxes. If you have a dependent, you are automatically a head of household unless you are married. Okay? No such thing as single with dependent. If it is, somebody made a mistake, and they should go back and amend your taxes, because you should be having some more money coming more money coming to you. Linda says they need to go after Trump. They need to go way more after Trump. None of these billionaires pay taxes, okay? You know why? Because they use every loophole that the government gives them to prevent them from paying taxes. They're not doing anything illegal. They're doing what they're supposed to. That's what y'all need to do too, okay? Now, it'd probably be impossible for us not to pay any kind of tax, but a lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all go exempt, okay? A lot of y'all do. Still, bad move. Let me let y'all know, when y'all go exempt, because somebody asked me this. Somebody said, well, I went exempt, but taxes still came out of my check. Can I file that? You cannot file FICA and Medicare tax. Social Security, you can't file that, y'all. Medicare and FICA, that's non-negotiable, okay? If you are a W-2 employee and you choose to go exempt and not pay anything, fine. But you better believe Social Security and Medicare, they're going to get their money, okay? Same with you ladies or gentlemen that go self-employment. You don't pay any taxes on your money because a lot of y'all choose to go exempt. But as soon as you hit and put that income into the system, you better believe that they have already taken out Social Security and Medicare off the rip, okay? So they get their Social Security and Medicare no matter what. As long as if you're self-employed, they're going to get it from your taxes. If you are a W-2, they're going to get it from your boss, all right? So you cannot avoid that. You can choose not to pay your federal taxes, but if you don't pay them, you ain't getting a refund, and you're going to end up owing, okay? So just so y'all know. Nicola says, do you think it's a good time to purchase a house? I've been hearing people say it's a good time to purchase a house because the interest rates aren't going to change. Me personally, I think this is not a time to buy anything that's going to be your primary. Maybe an investment if you have money laying down and you can afford it. I don't think buying a home is your primary home right now is good because, well, we don't even know what's going to happen in this economy. I mean, I wouldn't buy in a I'm not gonna say we're in a recession, but everything is inflated. And I just don't want you to buy a house that is overinflated only for a year from now or 2 years from now. The market crash and now you're upside down in a home that you can't get rid of, and the only thing you could do is get a foreclosure. I mean, it's foreclosed on a house and get out of it. So but in the event you find something that's reasonable, and reasonable depends, okay? And I'm talking about maybe in Iowa or Idaho, those homes are probably still reasonably priced. But some of these places I would not recommend anybody buy. And let me just say this: even if you're a homeowner, you are still a renter, because if you don't pay your property taxes, they will take your house. The only difference between a homeowner and a person that rents an apartment is you can get evicted and I can get foreclosed upon. That is just different. That's the only difference. Same thing is you don't own anything until you own it. And in this country, you don't own anything but your car. Okay. The car you can pay off and that's it. Okay. They're not taking that from you, but we can't live in our cars. But that house, that property, you got to pay for that. And if you don't, you're getting put out. Okay. Let me see. Should I pay taxes on my disability? If you get Social Security disability, you don't have to. The only time I would tell somebody to take taxes out of their disability is if you want a refund. I personally believe you should have all your money throughout the year. No reason to pay them anything, and loan the money to them just to loan it back to you at the end of the year. Not loan it, but to give it back to you at the beginning of the year. No. So I wouldn't. I don't see a reason, unless you got kids, Imani, and you want to be able to file with your children, so you need some taxes. That's the only reason. But if it was no other reason, I would not do it. It says contracted work in my rental property. What form do I file? A 1099. And let me tell y'all, ladies who do hair and beauty salons, are y'all giving y'all if y'all are hired as a business, not an employee, you should be getting you should be giving your landlord or your whoever the head stylist is a 1099, because you paying booth rent. Okay, booth rent is rent, no different than this person hiring a contractor. Okay, you're hiring a contractor. If you pay more than $600 to somebody to do something for you, then you could give them a 1099. Basically, what that is you get $600 that you don't have to count, and they got $600 that they do have to count, or whatever the amount is that you wrote on the form. Okay. So y'all definitely need to brush up on your 1099 info, especially if you are an independent contractor, because a lot of y'all not even getting what y'all should, because y'all not even giving these forms to the people y'all should be. Okay, case in point, the ladies who work in the salon, a lot of y'all are hired as your own business, and if you are, you paying somebody booth rent. Okay, and if they hired you as a business, that's an expense. Okay, so you can write that off. Just saying. All right, what else y'all saying? What else y'all talking about? The person you was talking about 99. Oh no, the person that got the 99 million is a company. Liz, should I change my W-4 to 0? No, I don't want you to change your W-4 to 0, honey. Then you're gonna owe taxes at the end of the year. When you go 0 on your W-4, that's the same as saying exempt. We don't want y'all to do that. That is why y'all end up owing, and then now you got your tax preparer having to give you self-employment to give you some money because you're not happy about your taxes. So do not do that. Okay. If you are having an issue filling out your W-4, you don't know what to put, you can hit the link in the bio. I will help you. You need a copy of your last year's taxes, and I will tell you exactly what to put. Or we can just go with your one pay stub. Okay. Very easy. Dwight said, when is a good time to get a new house? I would wait. First, if you want to get a new house, take a home buyers class and get the money first. Now, I don't care if you're going to get a house, if they're going to give you some money to move in. Okay, that's what we're doing this for, y'all. Remember, we want this. So go into NACA, NACA.org, NACA.org. Go there. Go to your city's first-time home buyer program. Everybody has one. And take that class, that little 4-hour class, and get your $10,000. Now, if somebody told me I had to sit in class for 4 hours to get 10,000, I would be there twice. Why y'all not there? Because I know I took mine. Okay, I know I took my first-time home buyer class. All right. Now, I didn't use the money because I had the VA, but it was an option, right? Because y'all know I'm trying to figure out my options. And if you are in Florida and you did not sign up for that free, did y'all hear me say free? The free program where they come out and hurricane proof your house, you crazy, because they are already booking appointments with people. It's called My Safe Florida Home. Okay, so y'all should be doing that so y'all can have them people come to your house and hurricane proof it. Yeah, I done told y'all why. Because Florida or Floridians have the worst insurance ever. They barely give you any coverage, so you better let them fix your house before a hurricane come and tear it up and you don't get no money from the insurance company. Okay, I'm trying to be preventative with y'all so that we don't have to be reactive. We want to be proactive. Nicola says, can you talk about starting a nonprofit? I got 8 minutes. I sure can. If an individual wants to start a nonprofit, you do the same thing that you would do if you started an LLC and a corporation. You would go to your Secretary of State. You will fill out your application for a corporation. A nonprofit is a corporation, y'all. It is not an LLC at all. Okay, which means it cannot be filed with your personal taxes. You will fill out that corporation. You will put on that application that it's a nonprofit. You will get your EIN, and then you will go on over to the IRS. Now, let me tell you, IRS has a cheap way to become a nonprofit and an expensive way. Now, I am going to give classes. I'm just letting y'all know my classes will start back up in March. My first one is always going to be about credit. Y'all know I love talking about credit more than anything else. So my first class in March. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a class every Thursday in every month. Every Thursday of every month, I will have a class. So the month of March will be about credit. So if you missed something, you can come back. Or if you loved it, you can come back and you can learn something different. There are 4 Thursdays in March, okay? The class is $20, or you can buy the series, which means you can come to all of them for $40, which means they're $10, all right? So you could come and learn something. Even if you do it, you might learn something from your girl, even if you do credit repair, okay? I'm pretty smart. So nonprofit and setting up your businesses is going to be one of them. But again, getting back on track, IRS has a cheap one and an expensive one. If you do the expensive one, which is probably the one that majority of you want, you're going to have something about your business, okay? You're going to need to have a write-up that tells your mission statement, the whole nine. A lot of people don't have that. You holler at me, I can get you together, okay? I can get you one of those, put that together for you, and do your application. The application, once you do it, it takes about anywhere from 2 to 3 months for the IRS to come back and tell you that you're approved 501c3. And then that's when I will tell you all the good things that you can do with it, but I'm not going to do that right now. But Nicola, you know I got you if you need something one-on-one, okay? All right. Let me see what y'all saying. How to claim sports gambling losses. Have a brother who lost 10K but never withdrew the money. This is so good. Thank y'all for asking it. So this is for anybody, because a lot of y'all win the lotto, a lot of y'all gamble. Here is something y'all did not know. When you win, you are going to get what is called a W-2G. That is a gambling wage report, okay? They're going to give you that W-2G. You're going to put that amount in that you won. But you also get to put in the amount that you lost. But you only get to write off up to the amount that you won, because they know some people out here got a damn addiction and the IRS ain't paying for that. So if you won 1,000, but you spent 5,000 to get your 1,000, you only can write off that you won 1,000. I mean, that you lost 1,000 because you only won 1,000. Okay. So they're not going to let you do more. So unfortunately, your brother lost 10K. He can only put in what he won. If he didn't win anything that same time, he don't get to write off nothing, okay? That's how they get you. So if you're gonna go gamble, you better play until you win something, so that you have something to write off. Because you leave that casino that day and try to come back, it don't count, because you didn't spend that money then, and you can only count what you spent. Okay, so if it was 800 to hit that 500, that's all you can put. You can't put anything else. Okay, so I'm sorry that he lost 10K, but I hope he won 11. All right, so he can at least have $1,000. It says filing taxes as a notary. You file the tax as a notary if you are a notary. I get this a lot. If you guys are notaries, the companies you work for should issue you a 1099. If they don't issue a 1099, then you need to go holler at them. But you need to find out if they're paying you under your social, if they're paying you under your EIN, because you need to file them appropriately. But you should get a 1099. You will just claim that income, and then you would put in your write-offs. If you just got, if you're a notary, like somebody give you $10 or $20 here because you stamp something, if you choose to report that, then just know you're paying taxes on it. But if you work for a company, they actually have to keep records on you, and they should send you something in the mail. All right. All right. Aura says, I signed up last weekend, Miss Shamika, waiting for them to call me. Thank you for the information on the program to fix the house. You're welcome. Let me know how that go, because I'm waiting. I did my application. I'm waiting on my phone call too, because I'll need my house fixed. Okay. And I don't care if I don't need it fixed. I want, give me a piece of grass, a rock, give me anything. It's free. I want some of it. Okay. Thank you, Dwight. Dwight said I got 5 minutes. All right. So let me see what y'all saying. Miss Lisa, you found me now. Thank you, Donna. All right, so I'm gonna see if y'all saying anything else before I go. Now they coming in. All right, here it is. Let me see. Okay, so Mo said for y'all to make sure y'all follow my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, and my TikTok. It is all the same name, Shamika Saves. Okay, this is the type of energy I be on all the time. I'll be very passionate about the stuff that I find because ain't nobody giving this information to us, okay? Patricia says, I collect Social Security for my 3 grandkids. I'm unemployed. Should I file taxes? Ew. Miss Patrice, send me an email, okay? And I'm gonna answer it. But I don't want to confuse people here. But technically, I would say no. But if you're getting taxes taken out of the Social Security, probably not. If you're getting it for the kids, we can talk about that off. But you're unemployed, we have to see, okay? Send me a message, okay? It says I want to buy a home that costs $500,000. I want to put $400,000. That is not good. What you mean you want to put $400,000? If the house is over, let me tell you, if you find a house and it's overrated, a bank won't give you a loan once they come out and do the appraisal. If the house is selling for more than the bank thinks it's worth, you will not get that loan. That's the great part about a bank, is they're gonna make sure that they protect their investment. They ain't thinking about you. But at least they will not allow you to get into a house that you will be mad that you now are upside down. Remember, it's an investment to the bank. They don't want nothing that's going to be upside down. All right. Is the link for my class up yet? Nope. I'm waiting. It'll be up by next Monday, so everybody can come. I'm picking some good topics. Okay. I'm trying out some new stuff this year, so I can give y'all all this stuff I got. Okay, I feel like I just got to get it all out and give it to y'all, because I ain't dying with all this information. I'm just telling you, okay? I'm not dying with it. I don't see how people die with information. I'm passing it on. It's like I'm throwing it up and giving it to you guys, okay? That's exactly what I'm doing, okay? I know that's right. I'm giving it all to you. Let's see. It says, do you have to have a board of directors for a nonprofit? Your board of directors can be anyone that you put. When you do your paperwork for the state, it'll ask you who is the vice president. You can name your president and vice president. Then at the time, at some point, you will need to get a real board of directors, okay? But in the starting phases, just to get money from grants and stuff, later on, once you get a little bit more developed, but you don't have to have that in the beginning. The IRS is not requiring that for that 501c3. Hey, Cassie. Thank you, Courier Chronicles. It says, how can I go about claiming my children as dependent if their father always does it, wasn't supposed to? I know that story. That's because that means you need to go and get you an IP pin, IPPIN, and put that pin on them kids so that he can't claim them anymore. If you want to stop somebody who's claiming somebody that they shouldn't, you are going to have to prove relationship, send in the ID theft form and the taxes, and mail it all into the IRS. They will do an investigation. They will make the other person pay the money back, and then we'll give the money to you. But they'll give you the money before they make them pay it back. But they have to prove that the kinship is with you and not with the other person. So if the kids live with you and somebody else is claiming them, you got to show that they live with you. You have to, the burden of proof is on you. Okay. It says, I would put a pin on myself and my trip. Put a pin on them. I'm telling you, you can put a pin on them kids. I get stuff all the time. People got them on their kids and themselves. Let me see. I'm looking to buy a house, $500,000 home. I want to pull $400,000. Is that? Oh, you want to pull $400,000 out? I don't know. We have to talk about that. I got to get more information before I can just give you that answer. It says, if I miss a dependent but already submitted, how do I fix it? If you miss a dependent, you're going to need to amend your taxes, but do not amend until after you get your refund. It says, when is the best time to reach out to me? Man, I know as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to be having text messages by somebody say, girl, I heard you say so-and-so. So you can send me a message at any time. I respond because I be up. Okay, so you can hit me in the daytime, the evening. It doesn't matter. I will get your messages. Okay, I'm still getting to some that's in my inbox right now. Free. There's a lot of free, Allison. A lot, and I love free. It says, tell me about fixing my house. My Safe Florida. MySafe, MySafeFL home, MySafe Florida home. So FL home, MySafeFloridaHome.com. All right. And okay, Dwight, I know it's 8. Let me see how many kids can you claim for not unearned income. You mean earned income, no more than 3. Okay. Thank you. I am top tier. Y'all top tier too. Let's see. What is the employee household income? That's gonna depend. And all right, so I think I got everybody. Y'all know I want to make sure I miss nobody. Thank you, Miss Aura. Starlight says, what about COVID-19? Any credit? There is no more COVID credit. There is no more 7202. There is no more time off. That is another reason why the tax refunds are smaller, because y'all can't use the same credits. And there is no more employee retention credit. Okay, so make sure if somebody's doing your 20 or your 21 or your 20 taxes and it was super high and you had to pay somebody $5,000, because I am gonna post that night. Somebody did have to pay $5,000 for somebody that got them 17. That is not right. Okay, and you need to look at your forms to find out what the hell they did to get you that much money. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. Thank y'all for being here. I will be back on Wednesday. Now that I got my YouTube up, my YouTube will be on as well. I don't think I'm going to do Facebook. I might do Facebook on Wednesdays too, but I'll be back on Wednesday. And Wednesday, we're going to talk about something different. Okay, maybe I'll go more into Palantir and tell y'all what they are looking for exactly. So y'all make sure y'all be back here Wednesday at 7 p.m. I appreciate you guys. Remember the links in the bio. Anything you need, any questions you have, please hit your girl up. Y'all know I'm bored. Y'all know I'm bored, okay? Talk to y'all soon. Love you. God bless you. See you guys on Wednesday. Bye. All right, got to turn everybody off slow. See y'all later. Thank you, Dwight. Bye, Miss Starlight, Nicola. And thank you, Amy. I appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.